Okay, good afternoon ulit. We continue with the visual diagnosis and inspection, Shen Vitality Part 3. So, this is the continuation. Letter B, the vitality of the spirit. Sa observation, the vitality of the spirit is its manifestation in the general vitality of a person. That is the energy radiated by the person that reflects his or her spirit. Observation of the vitality of the spirit is an integral part of the observation of the spirit. If the vitality of the spirit is vibrant, then a person will have a clear mind, high energy, a strong voice, regular breathing, a clear thinking. So yun. So, ma-observe po natin sa vitality of the spirit. Okay? Sa clinical significance, the vitality of the spirit reflects the state of the mind and the spirit in addition to the relative strength of qi and blood of the internal organs and that of the pathogenic factors. If the vitality of the spirit of a person is vibrant, qi and blood are abundant. The internal organs are strong, the pathogenic factors are weak, and the disease is mild. If the vitality of the spirit is dull, it indicates that the qi and blood are deficient, the internal organs are weak, the pathogenic factors are strong, and the disease is severe. Okay? The chapter key to the 4 diagnostic methods of the golden mirror of medicine says, in the beginning of a disease, the state of the spirit is important. So ito po, dapat ma-observe natin yung state of the spirit. The reason that if the spirit is strong at the beginning of a disease means that the pathogenic factors cannot defeat the upright qi as it is still strong. So kung malakas daw po yung spirit, strong at the beginning of the disease, mas maganda po yung condition na ganon. If the spirit is dull, it shows that the upright qi cannot resist the pathogenic factor as it is deficient. So, pag na-observe po natin na dull ang condition ng spirit, so most po siya na maapektuhan ng pathogenic factor. Okay? Next is the lustre of the spirit. Sa observation, the lustre of the spirit refers to the lustre of the complexion, hair, and eyes. So dito natin makikita yung lustre ng spirit. The spirit is reflected in their lustre, and observation of them is an essential part of the observation of the spirit. If the lustre of the spirit is bright, a person will have a normal, glowing complexion, clear, sparkling eyes, shining hair, a lively expression, and a lustrous, supple skin. If the luster of the spirit is dull, a person will have a haggard complexion, withered, lifeless hair, dull eyes, and a listless expression, and dry, withered skin. So, ma-observe po natin yung mga condition kung the spirit is dull, or maganda po yung condition niya. Okay? Sa chapter on compulsory observation of the spirit, while observing a disease in the book Origin of the Medicine, says no matter what the color is, there should be luster. So, kailangan pa rin merong luster ang color. In luster, one can differentiate light and body. The light refers to a bright appearance on the surface, while body refers to the moisture below the surface of the skin. Light has no form and reflects yang and qi. Body has a form and reflects yin and blood. If there is no abnormality of qi and blood, and yin and yang are in harmony, the luster will have a normal light and body. Okay? Sa clinical significance, the luster of the spirit reflects the state of the internal organs and the strength of qi and blood. If the lustre of the spirit is rich, it indicates that the internal organs are functioning normally and qi and blood are abundant. When diseases occur, they are mild and the prognosis is good. If the luster of the spirit is lacking, it denotes that qi and blood are deficient. The internal organs are weak, the pathogenic factors are strong, and the prognosis is poor. Okay? So, through observation ng luster of the spirit, ma-determine natin yung prognosis ng condition ng patient. The three aspects of the spirit. The embodiment of the spirit is the outward manifestation of the spirit in the body itself. So, dito natin nakikita. The vitality naman of the spirit is the outward manifestation of the spirit as it is reflected in the energy of the person. Okay? Next, yung sa luster of the spirit naman is the outward manifestation of the spirit as it is reflected in the luster of the eyes and complexion. So, ma-observe natin ang luster of the spirit sa mata and sa complexion, yung vitality naman sa energy ng person, and sa embodiment naman is the spirit in the body itself, yung outward manifestation, okay? The three conditions of the spirit. When examining the state of the mind and the spirit, there are three basic conditions. First, yung strong spirit, letter B, weak spirit, and letter C, yung false spirit. First is the strong spirit. So observation, the signs of a strong spirit are sparkling, clear eyes, a lively expression, a lustrous complexion, a clear and alert mind, keen reflexes, good energy, enthusiasm, normal breathing, a clear, ringing voice, and agile body movements. This person will have a high spirit, a positive approach to life, a stable personality, strong willpower, a clear sense of direction in life, and a keen intellect. Okay? So, ito po yung difference ng dalawang strong and weak spirit. Sa clinical significance, the above sign indicate that the person has a strong and healthy mind and spirit, and whatever problem that the person might develop, the prognosis is good. So, pag na-observe natin na maganda po yung condition, mas maganda po yung prognosis. The presence of a strong spirit also means that the person will not suffer from emotional problems, or if this is occurs, he or she will not be overwhelmed by them. So, madali nilang ng pasyente labanan kung maganda po yung spirit niya. Sa clinical note, the strong spirit often explain how someone could have a serious disease and yet go on living for a long time. So kahit daw nagkasakit or even a serious condition, pag strong ang spirit niya, there's a very good possibility na mag-long life pa rin yung ating patient. Okay? So next is the weak spirit. So observation, signs of a weak spirit are listlessness, lack of enthusiasm, dull eyes without sparkle, a complexion without luster, a shallow breathing, a weak voice, slow body movement, confusion thinking, a tongue without spirit, yung Shen, and possibly with a heart crack and a pulse without a wave. The person will suffer from apathy, depression, lack of willpower, confusion about their path in life, and a slow intellect. So, yan po yung pagbigang spirit. Sa chapter 17 of the simple question, describe the manifestation of a weak spirit by observation of the head and eyes. The 5 yin organs house the spirit. They are essential for the body to be strong. The head is the residence of the spirit. If the head droops, and the eyes are deep, socketed, and dull, it means that the spirit is exhausted. Sa the chapter key to the 4 diagnostic methods of the golden mirror of medicine also discusses the manifestation of lack of spirit by observing the eyes. So sa eyes natin titingnan. Sa speech and mental condition of the patient, and it says the spirit is housed in the heart. It is not substantial or visible, but it manifests in the eyes. If the eyes look dull, it means that the spirit is exhausted. It indicates a poor prognosis. Okay? If the eyes are bright and clear, it denotes that the spirit is vital and the body is free of disease. If there is delirium and incoherent speech, it indicates that the spirit is gone. Okay? So, na-observe po natin ito sa mga pasyente. Sa clinical significance, when the spirit is weak, all the organs are affected. The essence and chi suffers, and whatever disease the person might have, the prognosis is less good than in a person with a strong spirit. Okay? A weak spirit also means that the person is more prone to emotional problems, or that he or she will be more easily overwhelmed by them. So, yan po yung spirit is weak. Next is the false spirit. The condition of false spirit is usually appears only during the course of a severe chronic disease. This occurs when the severely ill patient suddenly appear revitalized and in high spirits. This is called false spirit and is usually a poor prognostic sign. So, even nakita natin na parang na-revitalize or in high spirit, this is a false spirit, and this indicates a poor prognostic sign. The key factor in determining that this is a false appearance of the spirit is the suddenness of the improvement. So, biglang pagganda ng condition or spirit condition ng patient. However, if the spirit of the chronically ill patient improves slowly and gradually over several days, that is a good sign. So, much better po yung improvement ng condition ng patient is improving slowly and gradually kumpara po dun sa sudden change in appearance of the spirit. So, dun po natin ma-differentiate yung false spirit. So, observation, the typical manifestation of the false spirit appear in a course of a severe chronic disease, and they are as follows. The patient suddenly seems to be vigorous with a clear look in the eyes. He or she talks incessantly and wants to meet family members. The appetite improves suddenly, and the complexion suddenly becomes bright red, almost as if the patient were wearing makeup. There is a precise description of the false spirit in the book Chinese Medicine Diagnosis. The false spirit indicates the momentary improvement in energy of a patient during a severe chronic disease. So, parang temporary or sudden change. It is not a good sign but an omen of death. So, hindi po magandang sign. The manifestation of the false spirit are as follows. In a patient suffering from a severe chronic disease and previously suffering from a weak spirit, suddenly the energy seems better, the eyes become bright, the patient suddenly talks a lot, and wants to meet family members. The voice, previously feeble, suddenly becomes clear and loud. The complexion, previously dark, suddenly becomes bright red, and the appetite suddenly comes back. These manifestations are due to the extreme exhaustion of the essence and chi. Okay? In such circumstance, yin fails to restrain yang so that the yang floats outward and upward, causing the false appearance of an improvement. So parang nag-improve po yung pasyente pero hindi naman pala. In ancient times, people compared it to the last flicker of a fading oil lamp or the last radiance of the setting sun. So para daw po siyang kinumpare sa isang lamp or sa isang setting sun. It is a dangerous sign indicating the separation of yin and yang. So, yun po yun. Sa clinical significance, if the manifestation of the false spirit appear, it means that the apathy is collapsing and yin and yang are about to separate. So, not a very good sign. Such patient often die within a short time. So, papunta na po doon yung condition ng patient. So, thank you for your attention.